promise you, I wait until it's quiet, and then they'll find me. It's like they have a sixth sense. Actually, it's not called a sixth sense. It's never occurred to me. It's a sixth sense, isn't it? There you have it, folks. In real time, someone who clearly is not maybe the sharpest tool in the shed. I thought it was a sixth sense. Sick, like sicko. Sixth. I know my poor subscribers, I hadn't seen them today. I mean, it is bad times in the Woodhouse. I have flat driven from here, there to yonder. I did tell them, though, that I was over on my friend Carrie Cariello's page tonight, which was super fun, with Kate Swinson. So we get together every week. And this week it was supposed to be my turn, but instead it was on Carrie's page because my son, Jack, is home from his college program. I know, wasn't he delightful, Chris? Gosh, so I would really encourage you to go over to Carrie Cariello's page and just tune in for a little Jack. That was a hoot. And then we just had a good time, and my daughter and her friend joined us. And one thing that was super cute, we were talking about autism, obviously. Carrie's son, Jack, is 19 in a supported college program. Second oldest of 5. Kate's son, Cooper, is 12, oldest of 4. And then Amos is 9, youngest of 4. So we have very different things going on in our houses. And we were just having the best time. Kate was telling my daughter and her friend about how Cooper, who is basically nonverbal, is obsessed with Christmas and wants to have Christmas. And she's finally conceded defeat and was like, fine, I will have a Christmas party, but we're not having a tree. And you should have heard, go listen, go Carrie Cariello's page, and you go listen to my 13-year-old daughter laugh, and it will make your heart warm, because only somebody could laugh like that. It's somebody who loves a person with autism. It was just, ate and carry that yet, but it just was awesome. I mean, she said, that sounds like Amos. I mean, just hee-haw laughing. And then they were asking Jack, like, oh, Jack, what restaurant do you like to go eat? And he was like, well, I can't tell you all that. You know, we got tickled. I mean, we just were. When you share children with disability, well, now they're eating up all the internet. Doggone it. Lost all my people are watching. I mean, there's no freaking internet in here. The children, they're sucking it up. I'm going to go upstairs. And every time I go upstairs, I'm going to carry another bag, because that's what I do. You keep freezing. Yes, I know I freeze because I'm good like that. That's what I do in life. I just freeze. Constantly freezing. That's because I need to go sit my big tush on the router. Carry a suitcase upstairs. I'm going. Are y'all on the internet?
No, I'm on data. Where's my face wash you got me?
You're not on data.
Yes,
They're using up the internet. You've just gotten off of it.
No, I didn't. Where's the face wash?
Honey, I have not unpacked. Do I look like I've unpacked?
I didn't know you were
Where's my face wash? Don't know where it is. I'm sure I do. I'm sure it's somewhere. Well, there's the freaking melatonin I thought I lost. No, I don't know where it is. Doggone it. No, I don't know where it is. What's happening in here? I was telling them about how fun that video with Kate and Carrie was. Wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Look at my good... Who put stickers on my mirror?
I did that like literally a year ago. Like, you know how you can't get arrested if you do something and they find out 5 years later? Like, this is this. There's no... That's from when I was like...
Are you referring to a statute of limitations?
I was like 10. Yeah, I guess.
That doesn't apply to me in this house.
It's like you getting mad at Amos now for him drawing China on your bed sheets. Like, you can't do that.
No, this mirror has only been up like a year.
And I put that right when it got up, I guess.
And it weighed a lot, and I got it at Home Goods. No, I got it at Hobby Lobby, but look what I got at Home Goods. Look at this.
You got that painting done with?
Yes, for $59.
Looks like it was done by like...
It's a genuine oil painting. You know how I know? I'll tell you. I'm going to show you right here because it says it. Certificate of Authenticity. Right there.
You said it wrong.
This work described Heron is certified as an individually hand-painted oil
If you see, like,
on
a
canvas
CD
by a
if you see a
single
Walgreens
artist.
bag with
It's a
face
little
wash,
high
grab it for me,
because
too.
that's where...
Only if you
No,
see
she's not going to see it because it's in a bag, and I haven't unpacked a bag because, unlike you all, I have a life. How about that? I mean, that is good. In the frame, $59? Home Goods. Now you fools are going to run off to Home Goods and try to find... But I have not found any more. I mean, the frame is worth $59. Please do not slam those shutters. They will break if you slam them.
It's not that close. Stop.
Is that candy beside the bed? Okay, I would suggest against candy. It's too high. I know it's too high. You know why it's high? Because there was a nail there. And you know what I do? I put paintings where nails are. I don't rehang them because that would be too sensible. I also sleep with people. We just finished watching the video with you and Chad. I was gonna try. I'm gonna go upstairs. Hold on. Now they've locked me out. It's dark as pitch out here. Hang on. Let's see if there's any internet up here. Well, they've left every freaking light on in the universe. Wilson is getting a Home Goods. Are you back at the beach? Yes. So I titled this. Well, there's a freaking roach up there. What in the hell? Damn it. I hate a roach. And what's that? Some sort of bug. Now, you want to see this painting? My mother-in-law did this one. How about that? It's a watercolor of Cape Lookout. Yes, we are back at the beach. We were at the beach on Monday, and then we went home. Home Goods is liquidating. What? Shut up. That might be the worst news I've ever heard in my life. Are you kidding me? No. There are 2 new Home Goods opening. They are not bankrupt. That's a lie. I don't believe it. And so we went home. Yesterday we had 4th of July in Edenton, which I will say is super duper duper fun. I mean, it was fun. What did we do? Well, I got my hair cut, or not cut, colored, because it was looking a little bit, remember that woman, the tan mom? That's what Mary Scott and Lori were calling me. And then, so I missed the Declaration of Independence reading, but I went to the party afterward and had a Bloody Mary, and that was fun. And then I took Amos. When you go to take Amos to people's parties, he really likes to go into people's bedrooms. So I got him out of there. That was good. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond is closing. I mean, who likes Bed Bath & Beyond? Now, actually, I used to like Bed Bath & Beyond. I would try to get my parents to buy me like really expensive pillows there in college. But, I mean, the idea of getting Bed Bath & Beyond and Home Goods, there's a cockroach and I need to kill it. But if I kill it up there and it falls on my head, I'll scream. I'm going to watch it instead. And then is that another one? I mean, what in the hell? I got a crack or something in this door. I'm going to take this book, Wealth and Families, and I'm going to smash him. Gotcha. Where'd he go? Shit. Shoot. They're up there. What the hell are they doing? Ah! Got him. Oh, he's still moving. Ah! Now he's dead. That's what Wealth and Families will do to you. It'll kill you like a cockroach. Oh, yeah. And then what did we do? We went home and rested a while. You know why there's a roach? Because it's been raining. It's arse off in eastern North Carolina, and it is humid as a witch's titty. I mean, you have never seen so much humidity. It is, if you go outside, you're covered. My husband yesterday took children tubing. If you take children tubing, like, it is not a very difficult sport. He was pouring sweat driving a boat. It was really not a big deal. So we rested. Then we went on the boat for a while. It was so hot that Amos just like fell out in the boat. So then we went to Mary Scott's mom's house and we got in her pool and we kind of perked up there. And then we went home. And then I went back to the party and played baseball with Blair. And my husband stayed home with Amos. And then I went home and took hot dogs from the party. And then we took the boat out to watch the fireworks. And it was nice. What'd you call it? My grandmother, who was from Ohio, a water bug, she called them palmetto bugs. She wasn't a Southerner, but I always envisioned Southerners calling them, well, it's just a palmetto bug. Somehow when you call a cockroach a palmetto bug, it just sounds like, something wonderful. You might like to have it in your pocket or ride by you. It's not a big thing. It's a tiny little palmetto bug. I never minded one in my shoe. Me no like palmetto bugs. No. When it's that humid, I don't see a point in showering. Well, clearly neither do I. Did Big T go? No, Big T was going to ride over to a friend's later last night, and then he just decided not to. He took us on the boat instead. You know, you forgot. Oh, yes, we had a boat race. The boat race was very good and exciting. You called them palmetto bugs. Mm-hmm. Cockroaches come from filth. Really? Oh, well, that's not good. I do need to seal that door, but I don't think there's filth in here. It's clean. Ish. It's cleanish. Palmetto bugs are bigger than roaches. They are? What's that book about anyway? Where do these books come from? Oh, he's still kicking. I'm just going to let him lay there. Charles Collier. Oh, and he went to Harvard. Charles Collier was my second cousin's brother. He wrote this book, Wealth and Families. I think I just got cockroach juice on. I did. I got cockroach juice on my knee. It's on the back of this book. Do you see how it's a teensy bit shiny right there? Mm-hmm. I got it on my knee. That is such a shame. Such a shame. I do not like cockroach juice on my knee. This book is dedicated to my father. Exploring the meaning of wealth. Defining financial inheritance. How much is enough? Financial parenting. Managing money. What is really important to your family? What are the true assets of your family? How wealthy do you want your children to be? Do people really think about these things? Do you feel you have a responsibility to society? I actually may have to read about this book. I don't want this roach juice getting on me. You're supposed to flush them. What? The roach? Huh. This is really something. This book has got a lot of ideas. The idea of how much is an appropriate financial inheritance? What would be best for your children? What do you hope they will accomplish with the money? Making a considered and deliberate decision is wise, because if you don't, you've actually made a decision. That is to give all my children less 55% to the government. No, I don't want to give the government anything. This must be an anti-tax book. I do love an anti-tax book, because this is the part of me that's still a Republican. Ooh, what do you think about prenuptial agreements? Does anybody out there have a prenuptial agreement? I would think that would be very difficult to bring that topic up, wouldn't it? I really love you a lot. I want to be with you forever. But my dad says. I just don't know if you could. And you, how do you bring it up and have it not awkward? Maybe if you're both rich, it wouldn't be bad. But if one of you's just rich, it's bad. Laura says she's got one. Laura, did you sign one or did you have one? Now, I wouldn't mind having one if I was the rich one, but I would never sign one. I don't have one either, but I'm not the rich one. I mean, I'm not rich. I had one with my third ex. Well, so have y'all been following? You probably haven't, because you're, somebody just told me I'm a libertarian. I didn't even know it. No, I'm not anti-tax. I don't like to pay a lot of tax. I love you, but I don't want to share this fortune. So Kevin Costner is getting divorced. He married a woman named Christine. And she signed a prenup. And the prenup says, we get divorced, you get, I don't know what it was, 10 million or something, 250,000 a year. I'm just making this stuff up. And you have to leave our houses. Well, she won't leave the house. She flat refuses. She says, I'm not leaving the house because we had children. I mean, she is sneaky, weaky. She's not getting out of there. And he cheated. He was already, I don't know, going to pay for them to have a house. She wants $250,000 a month in child support. Plus, he would pay their education, all their food, their health insurance, and their camps and tuition. Well, what else is there to pay? I mean, I kind of think that she signed the darn thing. I mean, I wouldn't have signed it. To me, she signed it. I'm sorry. I'm going to regret this. Just like I might be wrong later and y'all going to send me mean messages. But damn it, you can't hear me very well. Janice, you've got to turn your volume up. I'm sticking with Kevin Costner on this one. I am. I like him. And I'm sticking with him. I'm a teensy bit sexist, my daughter says. He's cute. I like Dances with Wolves. And I like him. And she signed the prenup. And now she's changing the rules. And $250,000 a month. And he pays tuition, food, health insurance, and camps. I mean, y'all can just not tell me that is too much. I mean, that is too much. I know that he has a gazillion dollars. I get it. She's wanting to do a lot of home goods shopping. I know, right? And, it'd be one thing if she were the movie star. But she just came out of nowhere and she pulled the oldest trick in the book. You want to talk about being sexist? No, I can be sexist. I've never seen Field of Dreams. She broke up with him because she said, I want to have children. And he was like, goodbye, or something. And then he went back to her. And these men love these women. I mean, it's primal, the fact that people get married. He didn't want to have children, but he wanted her so much, which basically means he just wanted to have sex with her so much, right? I mean, that's a big reason to give all that money away, just for that. Call me crazy, I don't know. That just seems awfully expensive. She said, it's your fault. This is we've reached the point. So in the summer, I've decided my blog is basically, do you remember that show on MTV? Was it called The Real Life? Where people they threw them in some house. I think it's now in Key West. It's pink. You can actually rent it. Because I was looking at it for subscribers, but it only has 30 rooms in it. Was it called The Real Life? my blog in the summer is kind of, it's not old content, it's new content, but it's pure tea gossip. There's nothing exciting here in the summer. There's nothing to see here. So if you just, we're on break. It's vacation, got children. My nickname is Waldo, the real life, the real world. This is the real world. This is Tails world in the summer. Tails world. Yep. It's like old mom Sunday night all the time. Just gossip. Yep. The real world. The real world of Tails. Summer 2023. Watch Field of Dreams with your family. Do you think I want to watch something with them? I can't take them. If I watch a movie with them, well, one, we have never agreed on a movie in our whole life. Never. The only thing our family has ever agreed to watch together is AFV, America's Funniest Videos, and it's 30 minutes. Are you at the beach? Yes, I am. I'm here with 2 children plus a child's friend. And Amos, when we drove by the airport today in Raleigh, he really wanted to stop, and get on an airplane. And then he said, so I had been telling him in March or April that we would go somewhere in July. And Kate Swinson was asking tonight on the video, so if y'all didn't hear this, I was over on Carrie Cariello's page tonight with she and Kate Swinson. We do a video every week. And Carrie's son, Jack, is 19 with autism, and he joined us tonight for a little while. But Kate said, oh, have you and Amos planned a trip? And I said, no, we hadn't planned a trip. I just told him that to get him to stop thinking about, going on a trip. And so but when he saw the RDU airport sign, after a few minutes, he said, Mommy, what month is it? And I said, I knew right away. Airport sign, Amos, what month is it? Because I had told him we'd go in July. And I said, it's June. And he went, it's time to go to the condo and then go to the airport. You could see him thinking I cannot believe he didn't think about the fact that it was July 4th yesterday. Ooh, Kevin Costner is real good in The Bodyguard. Oh, holy cow. I watched that recently. It is good. And I found a new activity today that really has made me really happy. Almost the best thing since I discovered Audible. Sounds like I'm doing a commercial, like a Delilah commercial. I discovered I have, Apple Music or whatever, which I pay for. And I pay almost as much for that as I do for the car washes in Elizabeth City that I never, ever get because it was free to start, and then they start charging you $30 a month. And for the freaking life of me, I cannot figure out how to shut the car washes down. I can't. I cannot figure out how to not have my debit card charged for the car wash. Driving me crazy. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. But what was I saying? Money, charging. Kelly Clarkson's getting divorced. Oh, that's old news. That's because that guy she's married to is, that was never going to work. I could have told her that. This is like Divorce City, the charm bracelet. I'll tell you about it, but I'm not talking about it right now. He thought it was June. Oh, Amos thought it was June. Yeah, but that's not what I was just talking about. What was it? Call them. Well, I'm sure if I call them, it's going to be somebody that's going to answer the phone and be like, AutoZone. Hey, this is Adrian Wood. I have, I signed up to get a car. Can you hold, please? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is Adrian Wood. Hey, how you doing today? I'm good. I'm good. You need to come in? No. I signed up under some promotion. How much was it? I don't remember. I think I paid $9.99 so I could get. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You got one of them car washes. Well, yeah, it was like free for a month or $9.99, and then it rolled over. And you want to know how to turn it off, right? Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine, darling. Well, I've gone into my bank statement and I don't see a number, and the bank says I need to call y'all. Yeah, I can't help you. I just work here at the car wash. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. And that's how the call's going to go. And then I'm just going to be pissed. Okay. Oh, the best thing that I've found since Audible. So Apple Music today, usually I listen to books on tape, but my children are highly against me listening to books on tape because they say that I pick terrible books. But today I discovered the playlist 80s love songs. Holy crapoly. Do you know how many songs are on the playlist? Like, I sat there and thought to myself, I could drive right back to Durham and pick up Russell from camp. Okay, I'm gonna sing some of these songs and you're gonna guess who they are. Facebook, we do not own this music. I want somebody who cares for me passionately, knows my innermost thoughts and my intimate details, someone who stands by my ding 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 ding. Depeche Mode, somebody. What else? Let me think. Forever Your Girl, Paula Abdul. Have you heard that in a while? How about Peter Cetera? We Did It for the Glory of Love. Richard Marx, A Shoulder to Cry On. I mean, everyone needs a shoulder to cry on. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be a friend to rely on. Listening to that music with a 13-year-old, it didn't sound like it. Look, no one's watching now. And a 14-year-old in the car, you would have thought that I was like trying to throw a cat out of the car. They were acting like it was horrible. And then they were playing a song, and I was like, there is cussing. This song has cussing. Can you get the bank to stop it? I'm sure I can. I can call the bank. Last time I went to the bank and deposited a check, they called me and said, we did some callback. The check wasn't good or something. I know the check was good. How come your videos will only play on the computer? I don't know. I don't know these things. You don't like 80s music? That is sacrilege. How can you not like 80s music? The Cure. I've waited hours for this. Jane says. That might have been the 90s. Motley Crue. I don't know about any Motley Crue. Sweet Child of Mine. I mean, I'm telling you, Lane listened love songs of the 80s. It will, and I can't remember what I was thinking 3 minutes ago, but you turn on some Cyndi Lauper, and it's like manna from heaven flows out of my mouth. I know the words. I mean, it's just, I feel brilliant in that moment. It doesn't matter that I didn't make over a 980 on the SAT. I am a prodigy when it comes to remembering the words of 80s love songs. That's it. That's my gift. We all have a gift, and that's mine. It's true. Girl, you know it's true. Blame it on the rain. Oh, those poor devils. Remember them? Milli Vanilli. Gosh, and they look so good. And they were lip syncers. Poor naughty Milli Vanilli. Oh, they got caught because they were having a concert, and then the darn thing turned off by accident, and they were up there, and it just, and they didn't know what to do. So sad for them. I wonder what they thought was going to happen. Pour some sugar on me. I ain't listening to any pour some sugar on me. I did. So this friend of mine, Kelsey Grimes, I don't know if Kelsey's out here watching. Kelsey knows what our favorite song was. It was Sir Mix-a-Lot. Do y'all remember Sir Mix-a-Lot? Buttermilk Biscuit. Buttermilk Biscuit. Here we go. Roll the flour and roll the dough. You went to see Milli Vanilli in concert. I'm immediately getting off this video and going to, 1, see how many new subscribers I have. And then 2, I'm going to buy myself a Milli Vanilli t-shirt on eBay. And you all are going to be so jealous. You're going to be like, where did she get that t-shirt? Because I really like Milli Vanilli, and I saw them in concert in Las Vegas. They were so good. Right after I saw those people with that tiger. And I love them so much. You thought I was drunk. I don't need alcohol. My life is fodder on its own. People always think I'm drunk. I'm punch drunk. You know what that means? That means I'm just tired. I'm turd. T-U-R-D, turd. I've driven and driven and driven, and I'm turd. And I'm going to bed now. Subscribers, I will see you in the morning. I have bought myself some coffee. I have a coffee maker. I'm going to attempt to make coffee for the first time. I'm very excited about it. Not instant coffee, but Food Lion Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Yes, I am. And I don't know what time we'll be having coffee. It will be when I wake up, which I would expect is going to be between 8 and 10. 8:30ish, maybe? 9? So there you have it. See you in the morning, my peoples.